Hey guys, Dan here, and I've got Tim over Zoom. Hi, Tim.
Hi, everybody.
This is we did this earlier this year with the Oscars. Now we're doing the Emmys. It's our Emmys. Uh, who will win? Who should win? All of the snubs. We've got the show coming up in a few weeks with the great Cedric the Entertainer as host, and we're going to talk about all of the acting categories, and then the outstanding comedy series, outstanding drama series, and the limited series. And Tim brought up we're going to do even the guest stars on the acting, which I think is always fun. So what'd you say? There's 19 categories?
I think 17.
17 categories. There's a lot, although many of them are for similar shows.
Yeah.
As always. And you and I, look, we watch a lot of TV, but we haven't seen all of these things. So some of them are just going to be like, well, we don't know anything about that, so can't comment.
Yeah.
But all right, so let's start, I guess. I mean, supporting you start with kind of, and then work your way up, I suppose, right?
Sure. Do we want to do drama or comedy first, and then
let's do drama first, because I think that's the one we probably have the least amount of knowledge in. Limited, I think, is going to be real. That's a toughie.
Yeah.
But all right. So for supporting in drama, you've got, for actors, you've got Michael K. Williams from Lovecraft Country, which I believe you just finished.
Yes, I did.
Bradley Whitford, Handmaid Tale. 3 people for the Handmaid Tale. Max Minghella, O.T. Fagbini, and Bradley Whitford for Handmaid's Tale, John Lithgow for Perry Mason, Tobias Menzies for The Crown, Giancarlo Esposito for Mandalorian, and Chris Sullivan for This Is Us. Of these, I mean, the only 2 that I even watched, at least for the current season, is This Is Us and Lovecraft Country. I saw a little bit of The Mandalorian in season 1. And then
Did you watch?
Go ahead.
You probably watched the first episode of Perry Mason, didn't you?
Oh, I did. But you know what? I don't know if John Lithgow was actually in the first episode.
I think he was, because I think I've only saw the first 2 maybe, and I remember Lithgow.
It wasn't very good.
Yeah, I didn't finish it, so
I didn't think. So then for supporting actress in drama, more from The Handmaid's Tale, of course, Ann Dowd, Yvonne Strakovsky, Samara Wiley, and Madeline Brewer. And then for The Crown, Gillian Anderson, Helena Bonham Carter, Emerald Fennell. And then again, Lovecraft Country, and Junie Ellis. And that's it. There's like 8 nominations and only 3 shows. The only one I've seen is Lovecraft Country. So I really have no, should have been nominated for this. There's dramas I watch, but 911 is not going to be nominated for Emmys. So, or The Resident or stuff like that. So it's fine. I imagine Gillian Anderson's probably going to win for The Crown for actress. She, won the Golden Globes earlier. She's Gillian Anderson. I can't really even say who should win, because I've only seen one of these performances. But for me, it's Gillian Anderson, I guess. And then for supporting actor, I mean, I always like Giancarlo Esposito. He's always good in everything. But I would like to see Michael K. Williams win for Lovecraft Country. I'm not sure if he will. I have a feeling if it wins anything, that may be the one it wins. So I guess I'll go with should and will win for that one. What are your thoughts?
For supporting actress, I know Gillian Anderson won for the Crown, so she has a good shot. But I'm giving it to Yvonne Strahovsky for Handmaid's Tale. It's the final season of Handmaid's Tale, so I think it's going to walk away with some awards, and I think she's like the main supporting actress. I mean, I only saw maybe 5 episodes of season 1. I know she was in it a lot, so that's what I'm basing that off of. And there's 4 nominations for Handmaid's Tale, so obviously they're doing something right there. So that's who I think will win. I don't have any saying who should win. I will say Angeline Ellis, she did a great job in Lovecraft Country.
Yeah,
I don't know
sure.
if she'll win or not. I don't, probably not. For actor, I do think Michael K. Williams should win. I thought his arc was great. His acting was great on the show. But I'm probably going to give it to Bradley Winford for the same reason for Handmaid's Tale. I just want to shout out to Chris Sullivan for This Is Us getting a nomination. He's one of my favorite characters of Toby on the show. I'm just glad that he's getting some love. I do have one snub. They nominated for drama series Best of The Boys, and I think Carla Urban should be nominated. I mean, if they're going with as one of the best series, then go with the actors who are in it. They're making it outstanding, and you have 3 people from The Handmaid's Tale. Kick one of them out. I mean, you don't need that many. I know it's the last season, but come on.
So for Handmaid's Tale, is the last season airing right now?
No, I think it finished. So
okay. So I thought there was one more season left. Maybe I'm way wrong. I don't know.
I mean, I could be wrong as well, because I thought that the 4th season just finished, and I thought that was the 4th and final season, but I could have my information wrong.
Okay. Yeah, that may color my answers, I guess, if it really is the last season. I didn't think of that. But yeah, either way, Chris Sullivan's great on This Is Us. Usually Sterling K. Brown's the only person nominated. But I think he is very good. I haven't seen any of season 2 of The Boys, but yeah, Carl Urban is always good. He was great in season 1.
And I don't know who they would put in for lead actor and who would be supporting actor. Maybe they would put Carla Urban as a lead actor, since he's the bigger name over Jack Quaid, but I think Jack Quaid is the lead and Carla Urban's the supporting actor. I put Carla Urban as supporting.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. All right, so let's go, I guess, to, well, you know what? Let's just go all the way down drama. Let's do the lead actor and actors now. So for lead actor, you've got Regé-Jean Page for Bridgerton. Sterling K. Brown, again, This Is Us. We talked about him. Billy Porter in Pose, which I know that's the last season for Pose. Jonathan Majors for Lovecraft Country. Matthew Rhys for Perry Mason, and Josh O'Connor for The Crown. Lovecraft Country is one and done. Unfortunately, you know, it did well. I guess it's good it entered the drama series and not limited series, because limited I think is very full, but it is sad that we're not getting a season 2 of Lovecraft Country. But for lead actress in a drama series, Emma Corrin in The Crown, Olivia Colman in The Crown, Uzo Aduba in Treatment, Elizabeth Moss, Handmaid's Tale, Journey Smollett in Lovecraft Country, and MJ Rodriguez in Pose. You've probably heard the news that she's the first transgender lead actress in a drama series nomination, so that's very cool. I have not ever seen Pose. I know I'm supposed to be watching that, but so why don't you go first with your who should win, who will win, and I actually have snubs for both of these categories.
I do too. So actress, it's hard for me to say who should win because all I've seen is Lovecraft Country on this list. Like I said, I saw a little bit of Handmaid's Tale in the first season. So I think Elizabeth Moss does a good job. I think she's won already, so they might not give it to her. If this is the final season, I'll keep saying if now. But they'll give it to Emma Corrin for The Crown. She won for the Golden Globes, and she played Princess Diane, which I heard was a really great part for her. So I think she will win. I don't have any shoulds, but my snub is Phoebe Denver from Bridgerton. I mean, if you're gonna say it's best drama series and nominate Regé-Jean Paul, I think she should have a nomination as well. And I have to take someone out, and I would say that Olivia Colman, I love her, but she shouldn't be in there. If you're going to have 2 leads, I don't think there should be 2 leads from the same show. I mean, you're already putting so many people in supporting, just throw in supporting if you really want her for the nominations.
Yeah, I think that's very odd to have two usually you might have a lead actor and a lead actress, but two lead actresses usually doesn't happen.
Yeah. So that's actress. And then for actor, I have should and will win the same person. I think Jonathan Majors knocked out of the park for Lovecraft Country. Hopefully he will win. I think he should win. I do have a snub, and that is Jack Quaid from The Boys, and to kick out Matthew Rhys from Perry Mason. I actually watched a couple episodes, and I like Matthew Rhys. I liked him on The Americans, but I thought Perry Mason was pretty much more of the same kind of character, except for it was set a couple decades earlier.
Perry Mason is definitely my kick out for really anything in the drama department. So for actress, yeah, I mean, I feel like Emma Corrin probably is going to win. She's got a ton of momentum. I can't say that she should win because I've never seen that show. The only one of these I've really watched is Lovecraft Country. I probably should have watched In Treatment because I know it's sort of a continuation, but it's more of a reboot. So I probably should have reviewed that. But yeah, I guess we'll give it to Emma Corrin. My snub here is for a show that I don't think got any nominations for anything, but it is a critical favorite. So it's something that certainly could be nominated one of these times. And that is The Good Fight on CBS, or not CBS All Access, Paramount Plus. So I would give Christine Baranski a nomination there for lead actress. I always love her. I believe she was nominated in the supporting category several times when she was on The Good Wife, but she's kind of running the show now. Again, since I haven't seen much of these, I can't really kick anybody out, but I agree. Olivia Colman, sort of sticks out. I think they nominated her just because she's Olivia Colman.
Yeah.
So, and then for lead actor, I actually think Billy Porter's probably going to win for Pose. This is the final year for that. And he's got a lot of momentum. I don't know if he's won an Emmy before, but he certainly won a Golden Globe for that role. But yeah, I mean, of the ones I've seen, certainly Jonathan Majors is amazing in Lovecraft Country.
And I just want to point out that Journey Sumet was also amazing in Lovecraft Country, but I don't think she has a shot.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And yeah, I want to kick out Matthew Rhys for Perry Mason. And you could put in two different people if you want. You could put in Forrest Whitaker for Godfather of Harlem, or you could put in Ethan Hawke for The Good Lord Bird, which I'm surprised didn't get nominated for anything. Although maybe that's a limited series, but I thought it was a regular series. So if I'm wrong, I guess leave Forrest Whitaker in and put Ethan Hawke maybe in limited. But all right. So for outstanding drama series, I think we've each seen at least a little bit of most of these shows. The Boys, Bridgerton, The Crown, The Mandalorian, Lovecraft Country, Pose, The Handmaid's Tale, and This Is Us. And for me, I think probably I would love to see Lovecraft Country win, but that's not going to happen. I guess probably The Crown is going to win. Or maybe The Handmaid's Tale. If you're right that this is the last season, maybe they'll give it a nice Handmaid's Tale send off. And as for should win, of the shows that I watch, Lovecraft Country was the best for me. And I do have a couple of snubs, but what do you think for drama series?
So I've seen 4 of these for the current season all the way through: The Boys, Bridgerton, The Mandalorian, and This Is Us, and Lovecraft Country. So no, I've seen 5.
Yeah, you've seen 5.
So I think Handmaid's Tale will win because I'm saying if this is the last season, I just think it's going to win, and it's getting tons of nominations. I mean, they have half the supporting actors nominated. But yeah. I really think that Alv should win. I thought The Boys season 2 was amazing. Obviously, that's no shock. I put 2 of the actors in there Snubs, so I think that we should win. I don't think it's got a shot at winning. I think probably Lovecraft Country probably has a shot of the upset. So I would pull for that as my second. So, but I really think it's Handmaid's Tale or The Crown that's going to win. I mean, they're getting so many nominations out of these acting that obviously the people who what is this, the Emmys are really love.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. I feel like it's got to be one of those two. My snubs, and I'm not sure what to take out because, like I said, I haven't seen about half of these, but shows that I've already mentioned. I think The Good Fight, always gets critical love and never Emmy love. And then Godfather of Harlem is just a phenomenal show over on Epix. So I would put either of those up. Well, you know what? I did see most of Bridgerton. I thought Bridgerton was okay. So of the ones I've seen, I would kick Bridgerton out and put either of those in.
Yeah, I haven't seen either one of those shows, so I can't comment.
All right.
I think of a good drama that I really loved this year that didn't get a nomination.
Well, I feel like you and I watch a lot of broadcast TV, and the Emmys seem to just hate that. So I feel like a lot of the shows we watch just would never be nominated.
Yeah, I mean, like I was thinking, like, what did I watch on Netflix that was really good? I really like Sweet Tooth, but I don't think that's going to get nominated.
That was good though.
It was a good drama too. I mean, but I don't think it would be nominated.
All right. Well, since we're still in the dramas, I guess let's do the guest actors and actresses. I don't have any really snubs for this. I do think it's a little ridiculous. Don Cheadle was nominated for like 45 seconds on Winter Soldier, but that's sort of, he's commented on that himself.
For that.
Yeah. But yeah, so for actor, it was Don Cheadle. For War Machine, Charles Dance on The Crown, Timothy Oliphant on The Mandalorian. Didn't watch season 2, but I always love him. Courtney B. Vance on Lovecraft Country, fantastic. And Carl Weathers on The Mandalorian as well. I mean, the only one of these I really saw was Courtney B. Vance, but I like him anyway, so I would be fine, with a win from him. I don't know. You've seen, I think, except for The Crown, you've seen all of these, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen the Charles Dance in The Crown. I would say that it is ridiculous that Don Cheadle was not Falcon Winter Soldier. If you want someone from the MCU shows to be nominated for this, you could have easily put Evan Peters in there for WandaVision playing fake Quicksilver.
I guess they can't count that because it's a limited series, though. Right?
Well, I guess.
Sad to say, but
I thought you could put anybody for a guest actor in anything.
Well, maybe you can. I don't know. All right, but so who do you think's going to win?
I think it's Courtney B. Vance for Lovecraft Country. I thought he did an amazing job in his appearances in Lovecraft Country.
Yeah, I would love to see that. And then for guest actress in a drama series, our old friend from Gilmore Girls, Alexis Bledel on The Handmaid's Tale. Claire Foy in The Crown. I guess, was that a flashback or something? Isn't she not that character anymore?
Yeah, because they aged they
right
aged it up. So I imagine it was a flashback. I mean,
all right. I think that's a little, that's Don Cheadle. And then McKenna Grace on Handmaid's Tale, Sophia Okinoto on Ratchet, and Felicia Rashad. She always comes back to This Is Us. I mean, that's the only one I've seen of these. I like Felicia Rashad. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to give it to McKenna Grace just because I like her. She's, a good little actress. She was in that, what was that movie with Chris Evans, Gifted?
Yep.
And then she was little Tanya Harding and I, Tanya. So I'm going to give it to her.
I'm giving it to Felicia Rashad. I think she really knocked it out of the park this season of This Is Us. So hopefully she gets it. But I mean, it could go to Claire Foy because I think she's won in the past for this. So I don't know how much of a role this is. I don't know if it's a Don Cheadle role or if they had a good chunk that she did. So I'm not sure. But I mean, I think that it would probably be hers since she has won before and they're loving The Crown this year. So
yeah, boy, are they ever. All right. So I guess since we're on the guests, let's go over to the comedy realm and do the guest actor and actress in a comedy series. I do have snubs for these because I watch many comedies. And I guess you're right, because
I didn't write. I thought it was just one guest, one guest category. But
oh no, they have a drama and a comedy. So I'll tell you the comedy, and you can
Okay.
tell me what you think. But it's interesting you said that about WandaVision, because now that I'm thinking about it, a lot of these are SNL, which I guess that's in comedy series. Now, it used to be only in like variety series or whatever, but they have a lot in the regular acting categories. But all right, so guest actor in a comedy series is Alec Baldwin doing his Trump on SNL. Dave Chappelle as the host, SNL. Morgan Freeman on the Kaminsky Method, which I've only seen season 1 of, so I can't comment on that. And then 2 other SNL hosts, Daniel Kaluuya and Dan Levy. And then for guest actress, Jane Addams on Hacks, Yvette Nicole Brown on a Black Lady sketch show, Bernadette Peters, love her, on Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, Issa Rae on Black Lady sketch show, Maya Rudolph and Kristen Wiig as well, both hosting for SNL. So I will say, while you ruminate on all of these, I think Dave Chappelle will probably win for guest actor. He's on a real hot streak. He did that, special on Netflix during the pandemic that was very well received. And then for guest actress, I haven't seen some of these. I didn't think Kristen Wiig was all that good this year when she hosted. So I'm going to give it to should win for Bernadette Peters. But I think will win is probably Issa Rae. I have not seen the latest season of Black Lady Sketch Show, but Insecure is on a break this year. And the Emmys love Issa Rae, so I say she's probably going to win. And then my snubs are, I have a different SNL host. I think you could kick Alec Baldwin out. He's already been nominated for his Trump. In fact, last year or the year before, he was nominated for Best Supporting Actor, even though he's not even in the cast, which is insane. But I would give it to Keegan-Michael Key. I thought his episode was one of the best of the year. So I thought he did a good job there. And then for actress, I have 2 more broadcast comedy people, Candice Bergen in The Conners, or Reba McEntire in Young Sheldon. I thought they both did a great job. And honestly, I love them to death, but I would kick out Maya Rudolph and Kristen Wiig. I thought their episodes were okay, but not nomination worthy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much to say because I don't watch Saturday Night Live that often. I might catch like 1 or 2 of the
the clips.
A couple clips that pop up, like, oh, this is the best sketch this night or something like that. So, I mean, I'll agree that Dave Chappelle probably will win because he is on a hot streak. And he probably should win as well. And then I'll just echo you. I mean, what's her name from
Bernadette Peters?
No, well, Bernadette Peters, I would say should win, but I think
but Issa Rae
is probably going to win.
Yeah, I had to actually look up when Insecure last aired, because I'm like, it's weird that she's not up for any of the comedy categories. But yeah, it aired its last episode right before the pandemic, and then it's coming back in October of this year. So all right, so as we're on the comedy, let's do the supporting actresses and actors. A bunch of SNL again, but a bunch of Ted Lasso as well. This is one of me and Tim's favorite shows, so we may echo the Emmys love on Ted Lasso. But for supporting actor in a comedy series, you've got Bowen Yang and Keenan for SNL. 4 Ted Lasso nominations: Brett Goldstein, Brendan Hunt, Nick Mohammed, and Jeremy Swift. And then Paul Reiser for the Kaminsky Method, and then Carl Clemens Hopkins in Hacks. I think these categories we can sort of delve into a little more because we're comedy people. I have not seen the most recent season of Kaminsky, like I said, but I've seen all of the others. I think the Ted Lasso train is going to sort of be disrupted by the fact that there's so many in this category. I think they may sort of cancel each other out. So I actually think Bowen Yang is probably going to win for SNL, which I think he's okay. But my big snub actually is Alex Moffat on SNL. I know you said you're not a huge fan, but of the show in general, but he's been on there years and years and never gets any love, and he's very, very funny. So I would put him in there instead of Bowen, but I think Bowen will probably win.
I hopefully the Ted Lasso train doesn't derail someone from Ted Lasso winning, because I think someone should. Out of the four, I will go with Brett Goldstein. He plays Roy. I think his character is amazing. He had a great arc for season one. So hopefully they give it to him. I think he should win and will win. But you do make a good point that they might cancel each other out.
I couldn't even decide. I was between Brett Goldstein and Brendan Hunt. I was like, I don't even know who I would pick between those two.
Those two are the better ones of them. But I mean, if it doesn't go to someone from Ted Lasso, I do think Carl Clemens Hopkins did a great job in Hacks.
Yeah, Hacks is great. Did you saw Hacks, the whole thing?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
God, is that good. All right, so supporting actress in a comedy series, the big three ladies from SNL: Kate McKinnon, Cecily Strong, Aidy Bryant. You've also got Rosie Perez for the flight attendant. Two from Ted Lasso: Hannah Einbinder and Hannah Waddingham. Oh, three. I'm sorry. Wait, Hannah Einbinder's from Hacks. Sorry about that. Yeah. And then the two from Ted Lasso are Hannah Waddingham and Juno Temple. They're both named Hannah, so I got a little confused there. But I think will win, should win, Hannah Waddingham from Ted Lasso. She's so great. She is one of the main reasons this show, I think, works as well as it does. I think she's great. Nothing against Juno Temple. But I think her character's a little better written, and I think she just eats it up.
Yeah, I will echo you. I think Hannah Walton will win and should win. Juno Temple is great, but her character is a little bit more one-dimensional compared to Hannah as the boss. So especially season one, where she has this great arc of her character development and stuff like that. So I think she should win and will win. If it doesn't go to her for some reason, and it doesn't go to Juno Temple, I think Hannah Eichenbinder did a great job in Hacks as well. Just want to give her some love.
Yeah, she's definitely great as well. I think if Hannah Waddingham doesn't win, though, it's going to go to one of these SNL ladies, because the theory is that most of them are leaving this season. And personally, Aidy Bryant, I don't even think is that good on SNL. We'll talk about her coming up in a different show she's in, but she wasn't even on half the season because she was filming the final season of Shrill. So I would kick her out on principle. And if we're going to stick with SNL, I could put in, Heidi Gardner or Melissa Villaseñor. But my two snubs are from more network comedies, because the Emmys just don't do it. Annie Potts as Meemaw and Young Sheldon, I think, is great. And Laurie Metcalf as Aunt Jackie, the classic perennial on the Connors. And I would just kick Aidy Bryant out for either of them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a snub for supporting actress. I mean, if I had to think of someone off the top of my head, I wasn't even think about snubs for that. But was it Mary Steenburgen?
On Zoe.
On Zoe. So
that's a good one.
Yeah,
I can't deny that. All right, well, then that will get us into outstanding lead actress in a comedy series, because my big snub is Jane Levy in Zoe's Extraordinary. But I can't. I mean, you and I love this show. It's so sad that it's we may have a holiday special, but it's not coming back for season 3. I would love to have seen her nominated.
And the thing that kills me is that all these other categories have, the drama actors, they have like 7 people or 6 people at least, and they only nominated 5 for both actor and actress in the comedy. So there's a spot open according to unless for some reason comedy gets less. So you don't even have to kick someone out. Just put her on. She's been nominated in the past for season 1. I don't know why she wasn't nominated for season 2.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that, but that's a great point. Yeah, why is there 6 for lead in drama and only 5 for both male and a female?
Yeah.
So yeah, you wouldn't even have to kick anybody out, which I don't know who I would anyway, because these are all good people. But Aidy Bryant for Shrill, which I do think she's better in that than SNL. Jean Smart and Hacks, Allison Janney for the final season of Mom, Kaylee Cuoco, great in The Flight Attendant, and Tracy Ellis Ross for Blackish. I think it's Jean Smart's year. Will win, should win, absolutely.
I will say that she will win. I think should win is Kaylee Cuoco. I mean, she
Wow.
surprised me with this because everything I've ever seen her in, she's playing the ditzy blonde type of character. Like, I mean, she was 8 Simple Rules,
The Wedding Ringer,
Reading Winger, Big Bang Theory. She always played the Penny type character, and she's doing something completely out of her character type, and it was great. It was a great mystery, and it's such a great unreliable narrator type of thing, because she is a blackout drunk, and the way that they did it was great, and she knocked it out of the park. I think she should win, but I don't think she's got a shot. I think it's Jean Smart's year. She was nominated for lead actress in this and supporting actress in limited series. We'll talk about her later for that. So, I mean, she's getting double nominations. She should walk away with the win for this.
Yeah, tons of momentum there. But yeah, either way, I agree. Flight Attendant's great, and HBO and HBO Max really knocking it out. So for lead actor in comedy series, again, there's just 5. I certainly have some snubs there, but Jason Sudeikis for Ted Lasso, Anthony Anderson Blackish, Michael Douglas Kaminsky Method, William H. Macy for Shameless, and Kenan Thompson for Kenan. I would, well, if we have a 6th person, I guess I don't need to kick anybody up, but I have 2 snubs, so I want to kick out Kenan anyway, because I just don't understand that one. If you're going to nominate anybody from a network comedy, I don't know why it's him. Ted Danson for Mr. Mayor, or Ed Helms in Rutherford Falls. Both great, actors. But look, it doesn't matter. Jason Sudeikis, Ted Lasso. I mean, this is the one I would bet money on. It's 100% victory for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's been sweeping everything. He should win, will win. I do have one snub. I was going to kick out Kenan, even though I didn't see the show, but I don't need to because there's an open spot. And I will go with my favorite network comedy that sadly got axed this year is Walton Goggins for The Unicorn.
Oh yeah, boy, what a great show. That was a big loss too.
Yeah. So I think
he's great in that.
He did great in that, and I think he should get some Emmy love.
Yeah, I echo that sentiment for sure. All right, outstanding comedy series. There's a lot of them. Blackish, Cobra Kai, Pen 15, Emily in Paris, Hacks, Ted Lasso, Flight Attendant, Kaminsky Method. Some of these are great. I think Emily in Paris is one of the most average, subpar shows of the year. I mean, you watched my weekly reviews, Tim. I mean, what a waste. And everybody was kind of saying, like, what is this? Darren Star, the creator of it, didn't even watch the nominations because why would he? So you could put so many things in there. Mr. Mayor, Superstore for its final season. I've been talking about Young Sheldon. You could put that in. Or some Peacock comedies. Girls 5 Eva, Rutherford Falls, We Are Lady Parts. Any of those would be better than Emily in Paris. But again, this is a Ted Lasso will win, should win. I don't think there's any question about that.
Yeah, I'll echo that. It should win, will win. And I haven't seen Emily in Paris, but I listened to your review. It probably shouldn't be in here, but it might just because Lily Collins did get nominated for the Golden Globe. She didn't win, but they're like, oh, well, she got a Golden Globe nomination. Maybe this deserves to be in here. But I would kick that out, and I would put either The Unicorn or the final season of Superstore was actually pretty good. I really loved the first couple seasons, and then I kind of was treading water with it. I was almost not even going to watch this current season, but then they announced that it was going to be the last season, so I was like, I'll see it through. And I think they did a really good job of making it a final season. Usually when you have a final season, the finale doesn't really do it justice, but I thought this finale did great justice for it. So I think that should have been nominated as well.
Yeah, I'm actually a few seasons behind, but just I really enjoy the show, and just because it is the final season, I think they definitely could have shown it some love.
Yeah.
Well, and you could have put in America Ferrera as a special guest.
Yeah.
You could have put her up. All right. So look, here is the limited series is where, this is anybody's game. You and I have both talked at length about Queen's Gambit. We did a video about that. We did a video about WandaVision. We didn't do week by week videos of Mayor of Easttown, but we did talk about it. All of those are great, but those are not the only ones either. The Undoing is getting a lot of love. And then my least favorite part of the Emmys is that Hamilton got nominated for a bunch of things, which I loved Hamilton. It was the first time I had ever gotten to see it. So in that respect, great. But I think in terms of pure originality, they really could have nominated some other things other than 8 people from Hamilton and all of that.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just that they didn't have a lot of limited stuff to pick from, or they were just like, this is eligible, so they're like, there are good performances in it, so maybe that's why. I'm not sure.
Well, the Oscars had already decreed that they weren't going to consider it for the Oscars for anything, even though Disney Plus, premiered it as a film. So I guess they were just like, well, whatever, then I guess we'll take it to the Emmys, and which is fine. But all right, so the supporting actors and actresses here. Supporting actress Jean Smart, like you mentioned, Tim, for Mayor of Easttown. Also Julianne Nicholson, another great performance there. Catherine Hahn for WandaVision. Philippa Sue and Renee Ellis Goldsberry for Hamilton, and Moses Ingram for The Queen's Gambit. For supporting actor, you've got the Hamilton trio: Daveed Diggs, Jonathan Groff, Anthony Ramos, and then Queen's Gambit, Thomas Brody Sanger, Evan Peters for Mayor of Easttown, and Papa Isadou for I May Destroy You. I think in terms of the limited categories, I think these ones are easier than some of the other ones. I think Catherine Hahn will finally get her due with WandaVision. And you mentioned Evan Peters as a possible contender in guest, but I do think he has a very good shot at winning for Mayor of Easttown.
Yeah, I do have one snub for supporting actress, and that is
Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, Queen's Gambit. Marilee Heller, who played the mom on Queen's Gambit. I do think Moses Ingram did a good job of was it Jolene was her character's name or something like that?
Yeah.
And take out one of the 2 Hamilton ladies. Both of them did great jobs. I don't know which one they would boot, but you could make room for her because I thought she did amazing as the mom. I do think that Catherine Hahn should win, but I don't know if it's guaranteed. I think Jean Smart or Julianne Nicholson for Mayor of Easttown might do it. So
yeah, I've been following Catherine Hahn. We've been following her career for 20 years. I've been following Julianne Nicholson on various TV shows for 20 years. I do admit she is a great actress and gave us an incredible performance in Mayor of Easttown. So I could see an upset there.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to say that Julianne Nicholson will win. If Jean Smart wasn't nominated for comedy and Hacks, I would say that Jean Smart would win for this, but I don't think she's going to walk away with 2 Emmys. So I'm going to go with Julianne Nicholson, even though I do think Catherine Hahn should win WandaVision.
Yeah, she was so good.
And then
all right, so
actor.
Oh yeah,
Evan Peters does have a great shot. But Thomas Brody Sangster for Queen's Gambit also has a great shot. And I do think out of all the Hamilton nominations, I think Daveed Diggs has a great shot at this because he's playing 2 roles and they're so different. I know Jonathan Ramos also plays dual roles in it as well, but Daveed Diggs, Jefferson, and Lafayette are so different that you have to do a double take almost, be like, is this the same guy portraying both roles? So I think he has a shot as well. But right now, I will give it to Evan Peters as he's going to win. But Davy Diggs could have upset.
Look, I wouldn't be mad if any of those three guys won from Hamilton. I mean, Jonathan Groff, hilarious. Yes. Anthony Ramos, has my heart from In the Heights and everything else. And Davy Diggs, I always talk about how much I love him. So I just hope that the nominations for Hamilton are enough. I don't think they need any more trophies for that show.
But you have to point out the fact that they are playing dual roles. I
agree.
Anthony Ramos's two roles are very different as well. He's playing his best friend, is it Lawrence or something like that?
Sure.
And he transforms into like a 14-year-old kid that it's so great.
But they already won Tonys for these. I mean, this would be like if Kate Winslet did Mayor of Easttown on Off-Broadway first and then made the show. Like, it's just, well, whatever.
I will say, but out of all the categories, I think those two people have the best shot because they're playing two roles and they're so different that they might get some votes because of that.
Well, I can't deny that. And I love them. So that's fine. All right. So outstanding lead actress. You know what? I'm going to come back to that because that's too hard. Outstanding lead actor in a limited series or movie. You've got Paul Bettany for WandaVision, Hugh Grant for The Undoing, Ewan McGregor and Halston, Lin-Manuel Miranda, and Leslie Odom Jr. for Hamilton. Again, look, the Hamilton guys are obviously great. We know this. But let's try and give it to somebody else. I'm real torn here with who will win. I think who should win is Paul Bettany. And I do have a snub. I would kick Ewan McGregor out, even though the performance was great as Halston. The show itself was only okay. I would put Bryan Cranston in there for Your Honor, which apparently is coming back for a second season anyway, but it was submitted in all of the limited categories. So I would put him in there for that. But I don't know. Hugh Grant's got a lot of heat on him for The Undoing, so I think he actually might win.
I do have him winning, even though I didn't watch a single thing of The Undoing, but I heard he was great, and it's the only nomination of Undoing. So obviously he did something right that he is the only nomination of The Undoing. But I do think it should go to Paul Bettany for WandaVision. He did great. But it was more of Wanda's show, so I could see him not getting the nominations or the vote.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, yeah, there was, other than Evan Peters, there was a lot of good guest actors on WandaVision for sure that they could have nominated. All right, so lead actress and outstanding limited series, I think, are the two toughest categories that are going to be of the night. So for lead actors, you've got Kate Winslet for Mayor of Easttown, Michaela Cole for I May Destroy You, which you probably didn't see, but was excellent. Anya Taylor-Joy for Queen's Gambit, Elizabeth Olsen, of course, for WandaVision, and then Cynthia Erivo for Genius Aretha. I would actually kick out Cynthia Erivo. She is great, but I haven't seen it yet, but Jennifer Hudson in the movie of Aretha Franklin looks amazing. So I think she may be overshadowed. I'm surprised Nicole Kidman did not get a nomination for The Undoing.
I haven't seen it, so
yeah.
I can't.
She was great in it. But look, I love Michaela Cole. Well, I don't know her really except for I May Destroy You. I think she might win for writing I May Destroy You, which leaves really the main three. Mayor of Easttown, Queen's Gambit, WandaVision. And I mean, in terms of will win, I think it's a three-way tie. I don't know how they're going to even decide this. I think at the end of the day, Elizabeth Olsen's probably going to be out. I think it's going to be between Kate and Anya. I think it's a matter of, is Queen's Gambit now too long ago? Because that was 10 months ago or something. Mayor of Easttown is a little more fresh. I think Kate Winslet, though, has also been very decorated with awards in the past. So maybe they'll go for the newbie. So I'm just going to say Kate Winslet will win. I don't know who should win between the two of them. I don't know if I can pick.
Okay. Well, I will pick.
Pick it, Tim.
I think should win is Elizabeth Olsen. I think she did a great job of just honing in every housewife from the different decades, and she did a real tour de France in acting in this. Everybody knew that Kate Winslet is a great actress. There's no debating that. And she did a great accent, and she was in and out of the accent on set, and you couldn't even tell on the show. So, I mean, all three of them have a shot at winning, but I think should win is Elizabeth Olsen for WandaVision.
I can't deny that. She was so great. And you know me, the old sitcom fan. Yeah. She really did knock all of those different things out of the park. I do have to say that. Okay. All right. You convinced me. I should win Elizabeth Olsen.
I don't have her as will win.
I don't think she's going to win.
I have Anya Taylor-Joy will win for Queen's Gambit. Her portrayal of that from just a young kid to mid-20s is just amazing transformation. She made chess interesting. And it was like, I didn't really know her that much. Probably the only thing I saw before this was Split. And she was great in that, but this blew me out of the park. I know Kate Winslet can act, and I think that's why they will give it to Anya Taylor-Joy. And I have a slightly different reason, and we'll talk about that when we get to the main attraction.
Ooh, okay. Well, now let's talk about it. The Outstanding Limited Series. Everything we've talked about except for one. Mayor of Easttown, I May Destroy You, WandaVision, Queen's Gambit, The Underground Railroad. I would kick out The Underground Railroad and put in Your Honor. But it doesn't matter because none of that has a chance at winning. I think the series, I don't know, because both of these people were kind of the series, but I guess Mayor of Easttown is more of an ensemble. So if you're going to give Anya Taylor-Joy the acting award, which makes sense because without her, that show is nothing. Then I would say Mayor of Easttown is the one that will win. In terms of should win, I think it's Queen's Gambit.
I'm going to echo you. I think Queen's Gambit should win, and I am going to say will win is good old murder dirter, Mayor of Easttown. And that's why I think they're going to, it's such a tight decision that I think they're going to give limited series to Mayor of Easttown, and they're going to give Anya Taylor-Joy the acting nomination or the acting award.
I'd be good with that.
Yeah.
Well, and of all of these, I think it's the only one, other than I guess maybe WandaVision, that is definitely a limited series. They're not going to make any more. Like Kate Winslet's already doing interviews where she's like, I've got ideas for season 2 of Mayor of Easttown. Underground Railroad, you could continue that. WandaVision seems like it can kind of continue maybe in the movies. I don't see another season of WandaVision. But yeah, I feel like Queen's Gambit maybe is one of the few that is really a limited series. They will not be making any more.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, you know what, Tim? We can all agree all over the world that Ted Lasso is going to win all the big awards in comedy.
Yeah.
Well deserved. So the Creative Arts Emmys, which will include the guest stars, that airs a week before. It's like the 11th or 12th, and then the Primetime Emmys airs on the 19th. So y'all have a few more weeks to catch up on some of that stuff. Most of this stuff, of course, is available on streaming services because that's who gets nominated. Yeah, I guess that's it, Tim, right?
Yeah. Out of these, I would say if you have not seen stuff, I mean, check out the limited series, watch Mayor of Easttown, watch WandaVision. I don't know who you are, but go watch Queen's Gambit because somehow you missed that train. But
yeah, really,
fine. You haven't watched a single episode of Ted Lasso, jump on that. Season 2 is currently on air. It's doing great for season 2 as well. Watch The Flight Attendant if you missed out on that. I've just finished Lovecraft Country. It's a great show. Wish it got another season. The Boys on Amazon is great. And I mean, if you need some fun, Mandalorian on Disney Plus is also great.
But this is the problem, Tim. You need now 8 different streaming services to watch all these. It used to be you just had to have a TV and then you just watch the show. All the ones you mentioned are, you said The Boys on Amazon, Mandalorian on Disney, Ted Lasso on Apple, Mare of Easttown and Lovecraft are on HBO, and then Netflix, Queen's Gambit. So, it's you and I have all of these.
Yeah.
So God bless.
The only thing I could say was, hey, if you haven't watched This Is Us, great. Well, catch it on your television on NBC on Tuesday nights.
Yes, that's correct. And of course, the Great Keenan Show. Why that got nominated, I don't know. But all right, well, Tim, thank you for joining. This was a lot of fun talking about our favorite shows here. And check out the Emmys in a few weeks. And Tim, I will catch up with you on the Wonder Years and all the other things we do on my channel. Oh, we got Absent Minded Professor coming up.
Yeah.
For Dan Does Disney. So, all right. Thank you for joining, Tim. And thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.